just a couple of miles from the Capitol building at beautiful Nationals Park in our nation's capital. Today, a matchup of NL East rivals between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa. And Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Steven Strasburg, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
So now into the box is Jonathan Villar, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
0-1.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
0-1, here it comes.
That's a
Ball
ball.
one. Clear skies this afternoon. 84 degrees is our first pitch temperature. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Again, a 1-2. And the curveball is swung on and missed, and a good pitch there results in a strikeout to begin the afternoon.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1.
Ball.
1-1.
1-1.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside.
Now Nimmo connects out to deep right field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot down the line in right, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Batting third, the shortstop, Francisco.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The 0-1 pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Very high, 2-1. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop. Bases are empty, 1 man out. can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hernandez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Now at the plate is Pete Alonso. Strasburg comes set. Here's the first pitch. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Thomas makes the catch, and the inning is over. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Home half of the first coming up here at Nationals Park. It's 1-0 Mets. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he can be really tough to hit.
So here is Lane Thomas. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 3.
And stepping in, number 3. And he's ready to take his first cuts. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. McNeil is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far. Juan Soto to the plate now. He's a dangerous hitter indeed as the reigning batting champion in the National League. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
2 out, nobody on. That evens it up 1-1. And he misses 2-1. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The 2-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The 2-2 one more time.
3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count. He just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Now the payoff pitch home. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So 2 down and a runner at first, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. He's set. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Oh, 1 pitch on its way. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital. It's the Mets 1 and the Nationals nothing. Stepping up is Michael Conforto. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's got 5 base hits in 27 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Hey.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here comes the 1-2. Is taken for ball 2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And that brings up Javi Baez, as Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
And it's quickly 0-2. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Two pitch is fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Chopped weakly to the left. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
The count 1-1.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Mets go down 1-2-3. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Striding in is Yadiel Hernandez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Yadiel Hernandez.
First pitch on its way. As he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
And up next, it'll be Keibert Ruiz. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The 0-1 pitch. And he just ramps up and here's the fastball by him. 0-2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit. And why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
The 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
So now to the plate, Luis Garcia, as he'll take a look at ball one. Ruiz stands at first with one out. A high fastball is in there. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball two. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball four.
And he misses here for ball four. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Carter Kieboom digs in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. First and second now, one man out. Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. Nationals leave one. It remains 1-0. So now here is James McCann. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 misses off the plate.
Outside.
McCann, a California-born ball player. He was taken in the second round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Ball
Everybody
three.
knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
That one's in there, 3-1. Right side hit hard, and that is through into right field for a single.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Into the box, Jacob deGrom, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball, that's low.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
And this guy can hit a little bit too, so you just can't lay one in there 2-0.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So now to the plate, Jonathan Villar struck out in his first at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
The 1-0. Now a swinging bunt. First and second here with nobody out. Oh, double play ball to second. 4 to second for 1. Over to Bell for the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
So here's Brandon Nimmo.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. He's set. The 0-1.
Ball, that's off the plate. No, that's down.
Men on third with 2 down. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Full count, 3-2. He's set. The payoff pitch.
That pitch is
And
in.
he
Ball
lost
4.
him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
2 on, 2 out, and with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate. He's set and the pitch.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
He tried to get that one airborne, but it's 1-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Here's the 2-2. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-1 pitch.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More coming up from Nationals Park in just a moment. bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Steven
Leading
Strasburg.
up for the Nationals, the pitcher, Steven.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball one.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Count even now at 1-1. 1-2 to the Nationals pitcher.
Good back-to-back sliders right there. That just tells me that he feels really good about his breaking ball, and if he continues to have good command of that hard slider, he should continue to do well in this ballgame.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Lane Thomas now. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Now the 1-0. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, number 3. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Nimmo gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Nationals gone in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Michael Conforto. First offering, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1-1. And it's fouled away.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Fastball well outside. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fouled off. The next 3-2. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Here's Javier Baez as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Popped him up. And he'll put this away for the second out.
Now batting.
So here's Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And it's fouled away. Strasburg comes set. Here's the 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets, but they're on top 1-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball and gone up into the second deck. Solo shot to right center, and as a result, the Nationals are back even at 1 run apiece.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Bell. Now the 2-1. One run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at, and the count moves full.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
On a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Into the box now, Yadiel Hernandez. Fouled off. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now here it comes.
Nope, that's the ball.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Popped him up. Lindor over to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So 2 are gone now in the Nationals' 4th. And Keber Ruiz will dig into the plate. Now the first pitch.
Oh, that's out.
2 out, nobody on. And a high strike there. It's 1-1.
1-1.
1-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We're through 4, all tied at 1-1. Stepping in once again is James McCann. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
From the stretch.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
The 0-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is the type one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Here comes the 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
At the plate now, Jacob deGrom. Left side, but well fouled. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Ready with the 0-2. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Hernandez will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So it's back to the top of the order now, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. First pitch coming, here it is. As he'll take a look at ball one. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Now the 1-0.
Ball, that's it.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage 2-0.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
2 balls.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
He's going.
Runner goes for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Very well could have been a hit-and-run attempt there. You kind of have to make contact for those to work out. He didn't, and his teammate was hung out to dry at second.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi.
For the Nationals, the shortstop, Luis Garcia.
First offering on its way. Luis Garcia is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
3-0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
3-1 to the National shortstop.
4-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped the clutch on that pitch.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
And now for Washington, Carter Kieboom. Delivery to him, and he lays off there. 1-0. And he falls behind now. 2-0.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
The 2-0 on the way.
3-0.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Garcia aboard here at first with nobody out. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Into the box, Steven Strasburg. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Now the bunt attempt by Strasburg here as he gets this one down. One there, on to first, a double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
At the plate, Lane Thomas, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 offering. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Ready on 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
A 1-2 pitch.
He started this guy backwards. A couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
He's set. The 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Nimmo. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. A couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. It's back to the nation's capital after this. All set for the start of the inning, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. One away now for the Mets in the sixth. That'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. He's set. Here it comes.
That elevated fastball right there. That is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Now another 2-2.
Can't lose, ball.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
1 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Once again, a 3-2. And that misses for ball four.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Austin Voth enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with one out in the inning. Pete Alonso will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-0.
Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
High with the cut fastball, and he's behind 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
3 balls, 1 strike.
I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. 3-0, you know he's coming middle cut fastball.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie. And he misses ball four. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, the right fielder, Michael.
And now here is Michael Conforto. His prior history versus this arm, he's a .333 hitter. He also has 1 home run. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no
fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Lindor over at second. Alonso is over at first with 1 away. And that misses 2-1.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. Next to stand in is Javier Baez, who was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat.
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch on its way.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Nope.
And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
1-1. Here it is. Hit down the third baseline. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs in the inning despite 3 walks as they couldn't make him pay. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th, all tied at 1-1. Striding in now for the Nats, number 3, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Second baseman, number 3.
First offering. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more. It's a fastball that misses. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
2-2.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Juan Soto comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and you swing at a pitch that bad? Not good.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Josh Bell the next to hit. So chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And it's fouled away. This is in the air to left. McNeil will wait on it, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Score remains tied 1-1. Ready now is James McCann, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. J.D. Davis will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 28.
Now the first pitch. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. One run on 3 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1
You know, it's
strike.
funny right there. You look at that pitch, and it's almost a hybrid in between a big-time old-school curveball and a nasty
I got 3
slider
balls,
that
3
goes
balls,
off the
1
fastball.
strike.
That's kind of right in the middle right there, kind of working off the clock, that 3 to 8, if you can picture that in your head. Tough pitch to lay
Oh,
off
that's
of.
inside.
He lays
Ball
off.
4.
Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jonathan Villar. He went down on strikes last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. So this is pulled in by the shortstop. Stepping in next, Brandon Nimmo. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 4 for 11. And now the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
Here you go.
Check swing here, appeal down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-2. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Davis is on his way home, and he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Ryan Harper will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. So here's Francisco Lindor now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. A couple of walks for him thus far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. Swing and a ball hit on the ground. Nimmo at second with 2 down. Down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Now the 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And the decision to take a shot at third backfires as he's in there safely.
Took a real risk by going after the lead runner there heading into third. That's always a tough call, and it's hard to fault them for being aggressive. But you hate not to get an out when the batter was giving himself up.
So here's Pete Alonso as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Down below, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 2-1 New York. Seth Lugo gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
At the plate now is Yadiel Hernandez. He flew out in his last debut.
The left fielder.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And, they won't let him walk that easily, as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. Lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So a big at-bat coming up, and it'll be Keibert Ruiz. And a big at-bat here as he'd be the go-ahead run. Too high with the fastball here. It's 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Fouled off. An even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
A runner at first with no outs here. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. In time, and he is nailed at second. Now the payoff pitch home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Nimmo is underneath this one. 2 gone.
Up next.
And now Luis Garcia. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0.
Obviously the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And McNeil will put it away to retire the side. Nothing doing for Washington. Our score remains 2-1. Ready to begin the 8th, and next it'll be the outfielder, Michael Conforto.
Number 30, Michael Conforto.
First offering.
Yeah. 0-1's the count.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now to the plate, Javier Baez. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that's
Now
down.
a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Standing in now, Jeff McNeil. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. The 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Soto is under this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Trevor May is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Luis Guillorme is into the ballgame as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
The third baseman, Carter.
He's set and the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
The 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Number 88 will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 88.
First offering on its way as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Now.
Ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-0.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch. That one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and here's Lane Thomas into the box. From the stretch. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back in. Stevenson, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter.
Number 17, Andrew Stevenson.
1-1. It's the outside corner for the second strike. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
And now, number 3. Pitch out. The throw, and they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. More coming up from Nationals Park in just a moment. Paulo Espino enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Paulo Espino.
Now to the plate, here is James McCann. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
Espino typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, He is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective. Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Grounded down the third baseline. Reined in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. Stepping in now, Luis Guillorme. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
So now to the plate, Jonathan Villar. Ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
No, that's off the plate. Ball
Action
2.
in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Off-speed pitch, and it stays outside. Ball 3. Brandon Nimmo waits on deck. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Runners off for second. Hit sharply toward third. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Brandon Nimmo will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey, this is the left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Now the 1-0. And a double steal try here. And this will be fouled away. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the belt, kicks and deals. Back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Long throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes another 0-2. That grounder got him. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Wander Suero takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Number 51, Wander Suero.
Michael Conforto will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
He's set. The 0-1.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
VR, the runner at third. Nimmo on second. Alonso at first. 2 out in the inning. And it's fouled away. The 0-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Edwin Diaz takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Leading off the inning, it'll be number 3. They'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
Number 3.
And now the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 home.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
The 1-1 home. He swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
That's popped up. Guillorme ranging into the outfield. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Right fielder,
Here now is Juan Soto, head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First delivery to him.
Now this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the 9th right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right here, pumped up and looks the part.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 1-2. And that one got a piece of him.
He's got first.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
To the plate now, Josh Bell, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. The 1-0 home. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball, 1-1. As a look, now the pitch. Oh, and look out now. Back-to-back batters hit by the pitch, and guys don't take kindly to that.
Well, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
At the plate now, Yadier Hernandez, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Grounded to first. Scooped up to second for one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. New York jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Jacob deGrom is credited with the win. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Nationals, 1 run on just 1 hit, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.